Are you feeling like you're stuck and not growing as a stylist? I really resonate with this. In this video, we will show you how we've climbed out of 6 figures of debt and now have a vision and a purpose for our lives. And we'll go over the steps in how you can too.
Yeah, but if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button and the bell to be notified every time we post a new video about hair and money.
Okay, so I have been in the hair industry for almost 13 years, and it wasn't until recently that I actually created a vision for what I wanted my life to look like. I found myself living for the weekend and just really not having a plan for the future. I know we all think we have time in the future to plan for our future, but months turn into years, and before you know it, you're in your late 20s and early 30s, or maybe even 40s, and have zero assets and no retirement. I don't know about you, but my body is really starting to hurt. And I find that the long days are longer and harder and longer and harder, not only physically, but mentally as well. I chose this career to make a ton of money, but also have the freedom in my flexible schedule. I truly started to feel like I was just trapped and a slave to my chair with no viable ways to make money and build wealth.
Well, when I met Megan, I had a normal W-2 job and I did not really have any goals either. I mean, I had the basic I want to travel goal and the retire early goal, but what does that actually look like and what does it mean and how do we get there?
So we found ourselves getting into a lot of credit card debt, car debt, personal loans to our parents. And yes, this is really embarrassing to say when you owe your parents money at 30. We ended up having close to around $120,000 in debt. And that doesn't even include a house on a mortgage. And before you judge, this didn't happen all in 1 year. It sneaks up on you over time. And before you know it, we felt like we couldn't breathe.
Why are we telling you all this? What does this have to do with having a vision for your business or for your life?
It was not until we hit rock bottom emotionally and financially that we decided to make a change. How did we do this change and why?
We literally sat down with each other over coffee and talked. And I'll honestly never forget the moment. We were at our favorite local coffee shop, and thankfully there was no one really there because what we were talking about was really deep and emotional. So I'm just glad there was no one there to hear us.
Yes, we laid out exactly what we wanted for our life. We wrote down our vision for our life and what we wanted it to look like in 5, 10, and even 20 years down the road.
We wrote down tangible goals that we needed to hit each year to make sure that our vision was coming true.
We literally wrote down promise statements to each other and we taped them up to our bathroom mirror. They're still there today, like right now. We are forced to look at them every morning and evening when we brush our teeth.
We also created a big dry erase board on our wall of a debt schedule. We listed out every single debt we had and put a balance next to it and the date we promised to have them paid off. We got so determined to get out of debt that we made ourselves look at the board every single day when we woke up.
It wasn't very aesthetically pleasing, but it worked. Lastly, we made a vision board. Now, before you judge, this is actually really fun. We put all the places we wanted to live and vacation to. We also put financial goals we want to hit along with toys we want to buy ourselves. Not only ourselves, but our family, especially our nieces and nephews. Most importantly, we have a vision board that we are not handcuffed to our job.
Doing all of these things forces you to think long term. If you are just living for the weekend, you find yourself living client to client, never saving for long-term goals such as your investments, your home, paying for your kids' college if that's what you want to do, retirement, and then leaving a nest egg for your family.
Before we move on though, we want to hear from you. Do you have a vision and a plan for your business and life?
Like a real plan, like a true plan. Is it written down? Are they specific goals, or are your goals like mine used to be when I said I just wanted financial freedom and I wanted to travel one day?
That's not a real goal, I promise you. If you do not have it written down and look at it every single day, it will be almost impossible to achieve what you truly want.
The absence of a plan is why most people stay in the same situation for years and years.
You look up one day and you realize you maybe have not accomplished what you had hoped you would back in the day.
The real reason behind the absence of a plan is when you have no plan or no vision, you really have nothing in life.
You end up just floating around and living your life at whims of other people's and maybe with their goals.
So what can we do about that?
Let's start by sitting by yourself or with your partner and writing down a vision for your life. Get really specific. We want this vision to inspire you to achieve greatness within yourself.
We're not on this earth forever, so when you're in your older age, we want you to be proud of what you have achieved.
After you get your vision and statement down, write down 1 year, 5 year, and 10 year goals. Then put dates next to them to tell yourself when you're going to accomplish them.
After you have your vision and goals completed, write down a promise to yourself that you will do in the next 90 days. This can be pay off all of my credit card debt, pay off some student loans that I've had hanging around forever, any kind of debt like that. Whatever it is, make sure you promise it to yourself. Not a goal. A goal is weak. Can you imagine if I told my wife's dad, hey, my goal is to be faithful to your daughter, or my goal is to be faithful to you? Or would you prefer me say, I promise to be faithful to you? The promise is so much more concrete, and you won't break a promise to yourself.
Put this promise statement on your bathroom mirror and look at it every single day when you brush your teeth. This is one of the many things we talk about on our online community of like-minded stylists. This is truly, truly the first thing that you must do.
If you want to learn more about how we specifically do our vision and our goal statements, click the link below to check out our website to learn more about us.
Before you go, be sure to check out this video on how and why to pay quarterly taxes.
And of course, what are you doing? Be sure to subscribe or like the video if you enjoyed it, which of course you did. Or please leave a comment below if you have any. Thanks.